Today we're going to take a look at the RetroN1 AV gaming console from Hyperkin. We're going to go through an unboxing, and then that's about as far as we get, and you'll find out why. So stick around. If you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to get more content. So let's take a closer look. So here's a closer look at their website. You see the device is $24.99. Part of the reason why it is such a cheaper device is because it's using this yellow and white RCA connection. This is your composite connection. So you'll need to make sure your TV has that for this to work. This is the lowest quality really you can get for connecting to a TV today. A lot of TVs won't even have this yellow port, but it'll actually have multiple ones that are, it's called component. And some TVs will support composite over your component inputs. You just need to check your manual to find out which port you need to plug the yellow cable into for it to work. The device also does not come with the USB power supply. It does have the cable, but not the power supply. A lot of people have these laying around. Some people even plug this directly into your TV, because a lot of TVs have USB ports now, but you'll need to make sure it has a 1 amp adapter. This site has a typo on it where it says a 1 volt 5 amp USB power supply. It actually should be a 5 volt 1 amp power supply. So make sure you check the rating on that power supply that it has 1 amp on it. Otherwise, it's most likely not going to power the device, or if it powers it, it'll might not work correctly. Okay, so there's this plastic around the device which will kind of keep some water off of it. It's not perfect, but it kind of helps keep any little bit incidental moisture off. The box has a flap that comes out that you can cut with a knife or just rip it open like I did if you're not really concerned about keeping the box. And there it is. This is one of the versions that they had. It's kind of themed after the NES colors. It's got a power and reset button on the bottom there. And there's the AV jacks and the micro USB for power. It uses the regular Nintendo controller ports. And there's the bottom of it. Bottom stick has a screw under it for taking it apart. And it comes with one controller. Now, these are the Hyperkin branded NES controllers. The controller's not too bad. The D-pad's a little spongy. Feels like you could push down both the opposite directions at the same time. But, it's not too terrible. Uses again the same port that the NES used. Kind of look at the back of it. The accessories in here have the other cables that you need. So the AV cable comes with it. The micro USB cable for power is in there. It comes with a manual with multiple languages, a little sticker. The USB cable, standard A type to micro USB. Manual, like I said, it's got 2 pages of English and 2 pages of another language, so pretty straightforward there. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing. So there's a little card in there with some flyer pretty much. But that's about it. So this is the first adapter I tried on the system. As you can see, it's 5 watts. I tried this adapter on it. It seemed to power things on. But as you can see here in the picture, I got no signal. I thought, okay, well maybe this cartridge is a little dirty. I haven't tried it in a while. Let me try another one. So here I've put in Burger Time. and the same thing. So I tried a couple other cartridges. At this point, I'm still getting no signal, and I'm double checking my connections, and everything looks fine. I even swapped out, tried 3 other power adapters. I was like, well, maybe it's turning on, but it's not enough to really run correctly. So I had one that was even rated at 2.5 amps, and it still wouldn't get any signal on the TV. So then I decided, okay, I've got an old VCR. Let me hook this up, make sure everything's actually working. As you see, the TV there is blue, which was the default screen when the VCR turned on. So I know I was getting a signal. So at this point, I said, well, let me try another TV that I have that has the AV jacks. And this is over in my bedroom, and the same thing. I could not get a signal to come out. So at this point, I'm like, really, do I have that many bad cartridges? I want to double check this. So I pulled out my toaster, NES toaster, and it plays just fine. No issues. Every cartridge I tried worked without a problem. So I went through this entire stack of games, 25 here, and absolutely none of them would play. I would turn the system on and get a power light, but nothing. So the only thing I could figure this thing was DOA. It was defective out of the box. So I'm going to return it. I don't plan on getting another one. I'm kind of one of those people that when you send me a device that I order and it's defective immediately, I'm less likely to trust the next one's going to be any better. So maybe your luck was better than mine. If it was, drop me a comment, let me know. I definitely would have liked to have gathered some footage on this and compared maybe even the sound to the toaster version versus this to see how it works. But at this point, I couldn't recommend anybody get this because mine was defective. I know I might be a minuscule percent of who actually has defective ones, but like I said, I'm the type of person I don't trust anything once I've gotten the first one is defective. So I'm just going to move on to a different product. So I hope this video has been informative to you. Again, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a comment if you've got this device and you've been able to get it to work and what you think the quality is. If you like this type of videos, make sure you subscribe. And until next time, be good.